WWE Universe witnessed last night was not just another episode of Raw, it was a turning point that could define the company's direction for years to come. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, a man whose name has been synonymous with dominance for more than 2 decades, was left reeling after being confronted and overpowered by Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. This wasn't a random fight or a chaotic scuffle. It was a carefully orchestrated statement delivered by two hungry stars who made it clear that the old order has run its course and a new era of monsters is ready to rise. The aura of Brock Lesnar. For years, Brock Lesnar has walked into WWE arenas with an aura few could match. From conquering The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak to dismantling champions like Roman Reigns, Goldberg, and John Cena, his resume speaks for itself. Every appearance from Lesnar has carried weight because fans know it isn't just a performance, it's a spectacle. On Raw, he entered the ring with that familiar swagger, reminding everyone that he was the most dominant force WWE had ever seen. But as the night unfolded, the familiar story of Brock Lesnar's dominance was rewritten before our very eyes. The arrival of Bronson Reed. When the lights cut out mid-promo and silence fell, the entire arena sensed something ominous. As the lights returned, Bronson Reed stood at the top of the ramp, unmoving and unflinching. At over 330 pounds, his sheer presence made the crowd pause. He didn't rush to the ring. He didn't cut a promo. He simply stared at Lesnar with intensity that sent chills through the building. For the first time in years, the Beast smirked as though he welcomed the challenge. But what Brock didn't realize was that Reed's appearance was only half of the story. Bron Breakker joins the fight. The electricity in the arena hit another level when Bron Breakker's music blasted and the powerhouse sprinted down the ramp. The second-generation star, known for his explosive athleticism and Steiner family intensity, charged toward the ring with purpose written on his face. Suddenly, Brock Lesnar wasn't just dealing with one rising star. He was surrounded by two. Reed on one side, Breakker circling the other, and the Beast stuck in the middle of the storm. For the first time in years, the dominant predator of WWE realized the odds weren't in his favor. The first shocking exchange. Reed and Breakker slid into the ring together, and the moment will forever be replayed in highlight reels. Lesnar swung with a clothesline, but Reed ducked and blasted him with a shoulder block that sent the former champion flying across the ring in a way fans had never seen. Before Lesnar could recover, Breakker exploded with a spear that folded him nearly in half. The crowd erupted into disbelief because they were watching the seemingly untouchable Beast look mortal. This wasn't hype. It was happening in real time, and the audience knew they were witnessing a shift in WWE history. Breaking down the aura of invincibility. The attack escalated with precision. Reed lifted Lesnar with astonishing ease, slamming him with a thunderous powerbomb that rattled the ring. Breakker followed with a gorilla press slam that showcased raw strength and confidence, tossing Lesnar like a ragdoll. This wasn't just a beatdown, it was a deliberate dismantling of the aura Lesnar had built for years. For decades, the Beast was the man who broke others. This time, two younger monsters were breaking him down piece by piece. The shock on fans' faces said it all. Brock Lesnar had never looked more vulnerable. Security's failed intervention. As chaos unfolded, officials and security tried to storm the ring, but Reed and Breakker had clearly anticipated it. Reed flattened one guard with a clothesline that sent him over the top rope, while Breakker hurled another into the barricade. The destruction wasn't random. It was orchestrated, showcasing that these two men had studied Lesnar and prepared for every possible interruption. Meanwhile, Brock struggled to his feet using the ropes, and for the first time in years, fans saw a side of him that was shaken and cornered. The unforgettable combination attack. The most unforgettable moment came when Reed and Breakker combined their power. Reed hoisted Lesnar for a massive powerbomb while Breakker climbed the top rope. In a shocking display, they executed a move together that flattened Lesnar and left him motionless in the ring. The crowd gasped in stunned silence before roaring back with disbelief. As if that wasn't enough, Reed climbed to the top rope again and delivered his devastating tsunami splash, crushing Lesnar under his weight. It was an image fans will never forget. two young stars standing tall over the fallen beast. A declaration of war with Lesnar down, Bronson Reed grabbed a microphone and delivered words that echoed like thunder. He told the world that Brock had lived on his reputation for too long, coming and going as he pleased, while others worked every night with no recognition. Breaker followed with his own statement, making it clear that this was not personal. It was business, and the business of WWE was about to change. This was not about one attack. It was about drawing a line in the sand, telling fans that a new order had arrived, and they were leading it. The internet erupts almost immediately after the segment aired. Social media exploded. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker trended worldwide. Fans were split. Some praised the two stars for finally standing up to the system, while others expressed outrage at the audacity of taking down WWE's biggest draw. But regardless of opinion, one truth was undeniable. Everyone was talking about it. Clips went viral, podcasts scrambled to analyze the moment, and websites crashed under the weight of the traffic. The buzz was organic, and it was proof that fans crave moments that feel real, raw, and unpredictable. The neglect of rising stars, this moment also highlighted a long-standing frustration. Bronson Reed has been showcased as a powerhouse for months, dominating with size and agility that few can match. Yet meaningful opportunities were always out of reach. Bron Breakker, with his lineage, charisma, and rapid improvement, has shown main event potential since his debut, but was too often relegated to secondary storylines. Their patience had limits, and last night they made it clear they were done waiting. Their attack was more than a beatdown. It was a protest against being overlooked. The business potential WWE cannot ignore. From a storytelling and financial perspective, the possibilities are enormous. Reed versus Lesnar is a dream battle of destructive forces. Breakker versus Lesnar is a generational clash that practically sells itself. A 2-on-1 scenario with both men against the beast could headline any premium live event. This isn't just storyline fuel, it's money waiting to be made. The question is whether WWE will seize the momentum or fall back into old habits of protecting part-timers at the expense of the future. The locker room ripple effect. The message wasn't just for fans, it was for the locker room. By taking down Lesnar, Reed and Breakker showed that no one is untouchable. They proved that change doesn't have to be given, it can be taken. To the young talent grinding weekly, this was inspiration. To the veterans, it was a warning that a new generation isn't content to stand in line. The ripple effects of this act of defiance will be felt in storylines, in locker room morale, and in how WWE develops talent moving forward. The backstage politics at play reports suggest Lesnar wasn't pleased with the events, and his influence behind the curtain is undeniable. But wrestling history proves that legends cement their legacies by elevating the next generation. Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, all became icons because established stars gave them room to shine. Reed and Breakker didn't wait for permission. They grabbed the spotlight. Whether management embraces or resists this moment will determine if it becomes a launchpad for stars or another what if lost to history. A revolution, not just an attack. What unfolded on Raw was more than a shocking segment. It was the start of a revolution. Reed and Breakker stood against the idea that part-timers should always take priority. They embodied hunger, frustration, and ambition, turning it into action that could reshape WWE's landscape for the next decade. This wasn't rebellion for the sake of chaos. It was a vision for a new WWE where full-time stars lead and legends share the stage instead of hoarding it. WWE at the crossroads. The ball is now firmly in WWE's court. They can treat this moment as a mistake and punish Reed and Breakker, or they can capitalize on the momentum and elevate them into main event status. If WWE embraces the story, it could be the beginning of a new golden era that blends established legends with hungry new monsters. If they ignore it, it will be remembered as a wasted opportunity that fans never forgive. One way or another, Raw will never be the same again. He told the world that Brock had lived on his reputation for too long, coming and going as he pleased,